All right, so I'm just going to quickly explain how to do drink-specific stockpiles, food-specific stockpiles, cooked food-specific stockpiles, and drink-specific stockpiles. So let's start off with just food-specific, uncooked. So if you want to make a food stockpile for uncooked stuff, hit P for stockpiles and then hit F for food. And then you can place it. You can also do this within custom, but I'm just going to do this manually. Hit Q, then select your stockpile. Hit S to pop up the stockpile. Then you're going to use your arrow keys or numpad to go down to food. And then if you want uncooked food specific, hit U. And then prepared food over on the right will go dark. And then go to drinks, hit F. Drink, hit F. Seeds, hit F. And then they will fill that stockpile up with uncooked, unprepared food. The second stockpile for food that you need to make is a seed stockpile. This one I'll make a little bit smaller because that's a little bit realistic. But again, you're going to hit P and then F for food, and then make it the size that you need it. Hit Q to select it, and then go to this. So this is going to be for seeds, right? So I'm going to go through all of this and hit F on every single one of these. If you need to re-permit them, hit P to re-permit them, but hit F on all of them. Then all you have left is seeds. Now this is where things get complicated. You're going to back out of this menu and then hit Q again. And then it's going to say ER max barrel 18. All right, well, I'm going to hit E a couple times and remove all these barrels. I could also hit Shift E to just remove all of them. Now, instead of using barrels, they're going to fill that stockpile up with bags. The reason you don't want to use barrels for seeds is because if you're using barrels for seeds, there's a bug or a pathing issue where TLDR, they stack them and they can only take the one off the top. So if you have a dwarf that's trying to take the one off the top and another dwarf trying to take the dwarf, the seed from right below it, they will cancel. So instead of taking all of the seeds out, they will just simply try and take the seeds out and cancel, because in order to take something out of a barrel, they can only take the one off the top instead of like anything in the stack. If it's in a bag, they can take anything in the stack, but only seeds can be stored in bags. Food can't be stored in bags. So, and then when you're doing food barrels, it's all the same type of food in each barrel, so it doesn't matter so much because you want a dwarves pathing to try and take one out from beneath it. It's just, it works that way. It's Dwarf Fortress. So then the next one is, again, P and then F. We're going to make a stockpile. This is going to be for drinks specifically, because I already did generic uncooked foods, seeds, and now drinks. So I'm, again, going to go here, forbid everything except for drinks. And then I'm going to hit U to shut off prepared food. So now that's just for drinks. You want one of those in your tavern, usually. And then the last one we're going to do is just for prepared food, which is just going to be that. Select this. And I'm going to remove everything from this stockpile. Everything, but leave the U for prepared food on. And they will fill that up with finished meals, prepared meals, and do everything. Can I go over the bag thing again? Like why it breaks or how you remove them? Because by default, a stockpile like this has 36 barrels set, because this one's for drinks. It says 36 barrels, right? If I want to remove barrels from this stockpile and lower the number of barrels you can place, I hit E or Shift E to remove them. I could then hit R to add more barrels back in. So they won't put them in bins because it's a food product. They'll put them in barrels. Bins and barrels and bags are all different. Bins, barrels, and bags are three separate things. So if you set this to 0 by hitting Shift E, they will either put just the plain item or a bag if it's a seed specifically. And then if you want to get rid of these stockpiles, hit P and then X. Press enter. Select them. And there they go. What I was literally just doing there, Diamond, is explaining it all so I can highlight it as a video. So it'll be a video in like 4 days.